So here's my project for the microcontroller lab. This is during the coronavirus pandemic of April 2020 by Mark Zarafos. The purpose of this is to help those with sore throats and sight impairment to know the water that they'll be rinsing with has the right temperature and the right salinity to have a positive effect on their throat. I imagine during the coronavirus this will be pretty useful. And what I have here is my terminal feeding me information in real time as my code runs. And this is how my MSP430 is set up. So the temperature sensor is a separate circuit from the voltage divider that I use to measure the resistance through the salty water. And this is how the LED code works. If the water is too cold, it'll blink green. If the water is warm, it'll stay steady red. But it's not salty, it'll stay a steady red. If the water is warm and salty, it'll stay steady green. And if the water is too hot, it'll blink red. The interfaces that are used is the interrupt for the ADC conversion, Code Composer Studio communication with the terminal, and sensor communication with the MSP430. So basically, this temperature sensor here will be in the water or dangling over it. But in this case, I just have it connected to my breadboard. And the LED right now is blinking green because the water is too cold. That's under 65 degrees. So I put my soldering iron next to my temperature sensor, and now the LED is red, which means, hey, it's over 65, it's warm enough. Now I put my resistance sensor in the clean water, no salt in it, no change over there. And now I put it in the salty water, and you can see that the LED changes green as I do that. And that means the water is hot enough and salty enough to gargle with. The resistance sensor here is set to exactly 1 centimeter apart, so the resistance doesn't change based on the distance between those two wires. My trim pot here is set at 5K ohms. And if I put my soldering iron next to my temperature sensor for too long, it'll tell me, hey, this water is too hot to drink. You're going to burn your throat, which is depicted by this red blinking LED. The camera doesn't quite pick that up right, but I'll do it again here. And as I'm doing that, you can see that the LED is blinking. But it's not coming up very well on camera. And you can see that nothing is happening with the green LED. While I'm doing this, my terminal is feeding me information saying, yeah, it's above 65 degrees, so the water is warm enough, or it's above 67, which means the water is too hot. And it's telling me the resistance through the water in real time. And if it's below 25K, that means that there is salt in the water. And the light will turn green. Let me pause my terminal here while the light is green. And you can see that the resistance has gone down quite a bit. This has been Mark Zarafos, my final project for the microcontroller lab. Thank you.